A feather from Sicily has crossed the vast Atlantic and landed here silently. She tried hard to spread her wings in order to protect her family from the collapsing rubble. She will make her own shelter one day. What does it mean to protect your loved ones? To protect your loved ones means to shield them from harm, both seen and unseen. It's about making sacrifices, standing strong even when it hurts, and sometimes making difficult choices to ensure their safety and happiness. It means being their safe place, their defender and unwavering support, no matter the cost. Schneider, the intimidating and charming Sicilian mafia leader who has managed to capture and give an enormous impact on most of the players' fan base. With her personality, her story, and most importantly, her presence that left a mark on our main characters. In her first appearance, she was shown to be charismatic, ruthless, and unyielding, especially towards the humans in the first chapters, which gives her a powerful first impression that she could be an antagonist to our main characters, given how she works for the Manus Vindictae. But Schneider isn't all that. As much as she's willing to kill innocent people and rival gangsters, she's a woman who wants to protect her family. Her decisions and sacrifices all comes down to protect her family. Today, I'll be talking about Schneider and what I love about her.
The Grecos are not good at dealing with gang affairs. They can't even figure out when their daughter has grown into the backbone of the whole family. When Schneider took out $500 from her pocket and put them on the table, they were completely shocked. And that's just the beginning.
Schneider was born into a devout Catholic family who suffered from poverty, only relying on relief fund procedure or Eucharist for food. The family is unable to care for every children equally as she has 12 sisters, which will lead Schneider to be starved in her early life. Despite her situation, Schneider is resourceful and self-reliant. She discovered the underground market and began shaping her new identity, though at a personal cost. Schneider, despite being the youngest, has become someone her family depend on for survival. Chicago became a hub for Italian immigrants, particularly those from Sicily. Sicilian immigrants frequently face harsh living conditions, discrimination, and limited opportunities in America, forcing many to live in poverty, or led them to seek underground means of survival. The timing of Schneider's story overlaps with the Great Depression, economic hardship, job scarcity, and in the game, prejudice between humans and Arcanists add another layer to her family's struggles. We will be talking about her role in the main story as well as the development, so spoilers for the newcomers who just started the game. In the beginning of the story, Vertin, our main character, along with Sonetto and Apple, were sent to Chicago to prevent a massacre, one driven by prejudice where humans were targeting and killing Arcanists. However, when they arrive at the scene, they find something unexpected. Schneider is already there, eliminating the very humans who were meant to carry out the massacre. This scene is a reference to the St. Valentine's Day massacre, where the humans were members of the Chicago's North Side gang. But back to the story. Why was Schneider there? Well, she was tasked with bringing as many Arcanists as possible to the Manus Vindictae before the arrival of the storm.
None of the 7 are alive! How much do you hate humans that you could kill them like that?
Hate humans? Then tell me, in this massacre in history, who should be killed, human or Arcanist?
Difference in talent is never and never will be the reason to deprive people of life.
Bingo, Miss Governor. Arcanist or mortal, don't really think it matters. As long as we survive, it's all good.
We learn more about Schneider's loyalty to the Manus Vindictae through her conversation with her superior, Forget-Me-Not. Her sister Marion has gone missing, though we never find out how it happened. According to Forget-Me-Not, Schneider was adopted by the Greco family because she was an Arcanist. In her search for Marion, she placed her trust in her superior, a trust that would soon be shattered. In a chilling conversation, Forget-Me-Not mentions Marion's name without hesitation, revealing knowledge something Schneider never shared. In that moment, the truth dawns on Schneider. Forget-Me-Not was probably the one who took Marion. Without hesitation, when she leaves the office, she immediately calls her mother, urging her to leave that very night. Determined to protect her family at any cost, this marked a turning point where she chooses to defy the Manus Vindictae. We meet Schneider again at the Walden. Here, a dueling contest is held with Schneider reigning as the champion. The prize? $1 million. But this is no ordinary contest. It was a setup to eliminate Burton without raising suspicion. Forced into the duel, Schneider shows her defiance by intentionally missing her shots, all while criticizing the Foundation for hiding the truth about the storm and calling out the lies that kept her family from receiving help. Her words reveal the depths of her delusionment, as every organization she trusted, from the Foundation to the Manus Vindictae, had betrayed her. With no time to hesitate, Schneider knew she had to kill Burton, or she wouldn't be able to leave her family that night. As the scene unfolds, the stock market crashes and chaos erupts. Seizing the opportunities, she escapes and tries to find her sister, but also warns her family to go ahead. Schneider chooses to fight alongside Burton, not out of loyalty, but because they share the same goal, survival. Even when they're cornered by stronger enemies, Schneider prioritizes Marion's safety above all else, pushing her sister to safety as she stays behind to face the danger. But Schneider's journey takes a darker turn. Captured alongside Burton, she faces her former leader Arcana, who ruthlessly tortures her while interrogating Burton. Arcana's manipulation is brutal, pushing Burton to the point of agreeing to join the Manus Vindictae just to end Schneider's suffering. But then comes to a final order. Burton had to kill Schneider as she was labeled as a traitor to the group, but Burton refused. In a hunting twist, Arcana traps Burton in an illusion. Burton finds herself in an orchard of orange trees, face to face with a young Schneider in Sicily, a place untouched by pain and betrayal. Here, Schneider's innocence is full on display. Her faith unshaken, her dreams of a better life in America is still pure. But in the real world, Burton is unknowingly shooting Schneider to death.
Future, will you also come to town, Schneider?
No, I have no idea. I've never left here. But my uncles have gone to the United States many years ago. Don't do this. My family would also like to go. I heard that it's completely different from here. Enough! It's the real new world. Don't be ridiculous. There are wonders. Full measure of the blessing will be given. Sins will be forgiven. The God there loves the world.
By the time she snaps out of the illusion, it was too late. Schneider forces Burton to deliver the final blow to her heart, securing Burton's place to the Manus Vindictae while sacrificing herself. But it was all planned. Before the capture, Schneider had placed her trust in Burton, knowing she wouldn't get out alive, and understands Burton's value to the Manus Vindictae. She devised a plan that requires Burton to kill her, counting on Drufus III's silence to ensure her survival. It was a gamble of her life, but fortunately, Drufus III has chosen to stay silent and join their side. Even at her lowest, Schneider's sharp wits and charisma still remains, showing strength. The relationship towards our heroine grows, and slowly trusting and opening up to her, even changing the way she addresses her as "my lord." With Schneider successfully faking her death to the Manus Vindictae, she was sent back to the other members with crucial intel about the Manus Vindictae whereabouts. Most importantly, Schneider was finally reunited with her sister. As the story reaches its end, Forget-Me-Not and Arcana's puppet are defeated. The only thing they can do is enjoy their last moment before the storm arrives. Verden doesn't seem to know what to do, and Schneider suggested she listen to everyone's wishes, which she did. Schneider became the last person to be asked. We find her praying, an expected act from someone who's been through so much.
You're the last one to tell me your wish. Although you won't go, I still want to know.
Do you want to hear my wish, my lord? Then my wish is, don't forget me.
Well,
An unusual wish, but Verden accepts it. With the last meal in Verden's suitcase, the humans finally experience a real meal, thanks to Sotobi's cure. But the relief is short-lived as a storm arrives, taking people in the suitcase one by one. Verden apologizes for failing to save Schneider's family from the storm, but Schneider shakes her head, using her last strength to embrace Verden. In this moment, she reveals a rare vulnerability. Her family is gone, and she was never an Arcanist. Before Verden could answer or even comprehend what she's saying, with no time to lose, Schneider repeats her wish one last time, leaving a lasting impact as the chapter closes.
I always wanted to be lucky, but I think I should say addio now.
Addio? You mean the storm will also... No. Why? You've never eaten the gold bar in front of us. Are you always tolerating it?
Now it's coming, my lord. Don't forget me. Don't forget my heartbeat. On the right.
Schneider's story follows the tragic hero trope, where despite her virtuous and sympathetic traits and ambition, she ultimately faces defeat, suffering, and untimely end. This narrative parallels characters from the story like The Godfather, Goodfellas, and Scarface, tales of gangsters who rose to power only to be destroyed by the very world they ruled. Schneider's Udimo is a cricket. The cricket, a small and seemingly harmless creature, symbolizes agility, resilience, and adaptability. Traditionally, crickets are seen as good omens, representing industriousness and survival. In folklore, they were believed to bring good fortune to a home if they chirp inside. Killing a cricket was often considered as bad luck, as they were seen as the guardians of the household. However, in Schneider's case, it also mirrors her constant and restless struggle to protect her family, even when it leads to her downfall. Schneider is a compelling character, presenting herself as a ruthless mafia leader while hiding the weight of responsibility and sacrifice beneath her charismatic exterior. Her confidence and charm mask a woman burdened by the need to protect her family in the cruel world, and someone who has known hunger, fear, and betrayal. Her cruelty is not out of malice, but out of necessity. Beneath her facade of obedience and composure lies a growing defiance against the system controlling her life, a resentment that slips through in moments of frustration. Despite the corruption around her, she moves through life with clear awareness, playing her role until the moment comes when survival no longer demands pretense. At that moment, the true Schneider emerges, not as an Arcanist, but as a human, a sister, daughter, and a survivor. Even with death, Schneider's impact lingers, shaping our main characters. She becomes the living proof of the corruption within the system, someone who has faced rejection because of prejudice. Just like she wished for, her resilience and sacrifice won't be forgotten.